yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany Timberlake. As always, if you enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. It is another beautiful day in the neighborhood. I am bringing you a yin-yang practice today. We will spend the first half of the practice moving slowly, building a little bit of heat in the body. And then the last half, we will be staying low to the ground in cooling yin poses. You might like to have a block or a sturdy book. I'll be offering the use of a block through some of the slow flow portion, and then also for the yin. We're going to begin in a comfortable seated position. You could be sitting cross-legged on the block or on your shins. Allowing the eyes to close. Having that sense of rooting down through the legs and the hips. A sense of arriving. Feeling the weight of your hands on your legs. Feeling the crown of your head reaching up towards the sky. Feeling your breath starting to become a little bit more steady and rhythmic as it travels in and out of your nose. We'll allow this steady rhythmic breath to carry us through our practice, allowing it to be our anchor. And opening the eyes, bring a little bit of movement into the spine. We'll take our right hand and just gently reach for the left knee. And take your left hand behind you, reaching up through the spine, through the crown of the head on the inhale. And then exhale. Maybe you twist a little bit deeper, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center, reaching the arms up overhead. And then exhale, twisting to the other side. Left hand reaches for the right knee. Right hand on the earth behind your right hip. Which, with each breath out, maybe you twist a little bit deeper as you look over the right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. The arms reach up, clasping the hands and then flipping the palms, reaching the palms up towards the sky. Big breath in. And exhale, palms together, hands through heart center. And coming onto all fours, I'll take our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Moving through a few cat-cow shapes. Again, warming up the spine, allowing the belly to drop. Feel the tailbone rise up. Gaze looking up. Next breath out, rounding the spine. Navel in towards the spine. Chin in towards the chest. Inhaling, the belly drops. And then taking your time to move through a few of these cat-cow shapes at your own rhythm, connecting to your breath. And then when you're ready, coming back to a neutral table. Inhaling, the right arm reaches out and up, looking up. On the exhale, we'll take that arm and sweep it underneath the left, resting on the right shoulder and right ear. Another nice twist through the spine, and opening through the upper back. Starting to press into the left hand as you reach the right arm out and up. Exhale, the right hand lands. Inhale, left arm reaches out and up. Exhale, swoop the arm through, landing on your left shoulder, left ear. Releasing any tension that you might be holding on to in through your jaw and your face. Pressing into the right hand, reaching the left arm out and up again. And then exhale, planting the left hand. We'll tuck our toes so we can press our hips up and back into a downward dog. Just pedaling out through the feet, swaying the hips if you like. We're going to make our way into a low lunge. So inhale, the right leg lifts up. On the exhale, bring the right knee in towards your chest, and planting the right foot by your right hand. And you might take a couple steps to get the foot there. Lowering the left knee. Inhaling, the torso comes up. Arms reach up. And just letting the hips sink forward and down. Feeling an opening through the left quads and hip flexors. Start to twist. We'll bring our left arm forward and our right arm back. You might even start to look back over that right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. And on the exhale, cactus the arms, the shoulder blades kiss together. We'll do that 2 more times, cactusing the arms. Reach up, inhale, Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. And then diving forward, the hands land on the earth. We'll tuck the back toes. So now we're in this runner's lunge, low runner's lunge. Inhaling, the arms reach up. We're on the ball of the back left foot. Reaching the left arm forward, and again the right arm back as we twist. Feeling strong through the legs, but there's a softness or an airiness to the arms. And then coming back to center, the arms reach up, preparing to cactus. Exhale, cactus, open through the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus the arms. Again, inhale. Exhale. Arms reach up. Lowering the back heel as we open up the hips into a warrior two. Feeling the heat and the intensity building in the legs. Calm, steady breath. Reverse your warrior. Left arm reaching down the back leg as the right arm reaches up. Coming back into warrior two. We'll just heel toe the back foot in a little bit, straightening the front leg, reaching the right arm forward as we sit up for triangle. The right arm comes to the inside of the right leg as the left arm reaches up. Opening the left shoulder and left chest up, engaging your core. Breathing in, coming all the way back up. Take our hands to our hips, turning the right toes inward. Lifting up through the sternum. On the exhale, hinging forward at the hips as we come into a wide-legged forward fold. You could have your hands just resting on the floor in front of you, or you could bring the earth up to you by resting the hands on a block. And just letting the torso sway. You could have a gentle bend in through the knees. Letting the head traction the spine. And then coming up with a flat back with your fingertips on the earth or your hands on the block. We'll take our left hand right underneath our heart and then opening up the right arm to the right. So we've got this nice twist in the spine again. Keeping the hips level. Exhale, right hand replaces the left, opening the left arm up now. Left hand replaces the right. And then just allow yourself to move from side to side. You might move a little bit faster or a little bit slower with the twists. And then coming back to center, we'll bring our heels in a little bit and the toes point out as we slowly start to come up. Just enough so that we can sink down into the hips, coming into goddess. Taking the arms out, bending at the elbows. And just sinking down. And again, let's twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. And then coming back to center, reaching up through the arms, straightening the legs. Oh, and we'll just bring our hands down by our sides. And we'll heel toe the feet together. You can bring your block to the front of the mat. And we'll just reset at the front in mountain. Spreading your toes wide. Rooting down through the feet. Palms facing forward as you reach the fingertips down. Reaching up through the crown of the head. We'll take a little bit of a slow flow to move into the other side. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands and step back either into plank from your toes or your knees, lowering down, elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Coming into the other side. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, the knee comes in towards your chest, planting your left foot. Taking a couple steps to get there. Lowering the right knee. And we'll inhale the torso and the arms up as the hips sink down. Reconnecting to your breath. We'll take our right arm forward and our left arm back as we twist. Coming back to center, both arms reaching up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant the hands, tucking your back right toes, lifting the right knee. creating a stable base with the legs so you can inhale up to crescent lunge. Right arm reaching forward, left arm reaching back. Can you sink a little bit lower into the legs? Inhaling, coming back to center, cactusing the arms on the exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Lowering the back heel, opening up into warrior two. Sinking down into that left knee, torso staying over the hips. Reversing your warrior. Left arm reaches up and back, right arm reaching down the back leg. Coming back to warrior two. Heel toeing the back foot in just a little bit, straightening the front leg, reaching the left arm forward. And as we come into this triangle, not worrying so much about how low you get, but how open you can get through the chest. Engaging your core to come all the way back up. Your hands come onto your hips, and then we'll turn our toes, our left toes, to the side of the mat. And I'll just turn to face you here. So turning the toes out, like as if we're coming into goddess, we're going to sink down through the hips, and we'll take our hands onto the thighs. The thumbs point in. Inhale to lift up through the crown of the head. On the exhale, dip the right shoulder, looking over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, dip the left shoulder, looking to the right. Now I invite you to move from side to side with these at your own pace, connecting to your breath. And then coming back to center. And when you're ready, straightening through the legs, heel toeing the feet together, and coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, the arms reach out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga from toes or knees. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. And then we'll just take some baby steps with the feet to the front of the mat. We'll walk the feet out a little bit wider so the hips can come down. And we're going to come into a squat. And at this point, we're going to transition into yin. So still a little bit of a yang posture, but we're going to hang out here for about 2 minutes. So if it's uncomfortable to have the hips come down, you could reach for your block and sit on the block. And we'll bring our hands together at our heart, pressing the elbows into the sides of the knees. Allowing the eyes to close or having a soft gaze on the floor. Turning your awareness inside. Noticing all of the sensations that you're feeling in your body. Observing your patterns of thought. Taking your time just to bring one hand behind you so your hips can come down onto the earth. And we'll extend our legs out in front of us and give them a little bit of a shake, a wiggle. And the next shape we're going to move into is half butterfly. So we'll extend the right leg out in front of us, bending the left knee, and the left sole of the foot will come anywhere to the inside of the right leg. You could use your block as support underneath the left knee. And if you feel like your hips are rounding back quite a bit, you could roll up your mat to give you a little bit of elevation. Turning the torso towards the extended leg, and then allowing yourself to fold forward. And it's okay if your torso is not directly over the right leg. Allowing yourself to soften into the sensation you're feeling through the back of the right leg, the hips, the spine. I'll start to press into the hands and gently rebuild the spine, allowing the head to come up last. Wow, just pausing here at the top. We'll use our hands to bring the left sole of the foot onto the earth, and then leaning back onto the hands so we can release by just letting the knees fall from side to side. So we'll move into half butterfly on the other side, extending the left leg out, bending the right knee, bringing the foot anywhere to the inside of the left leg, using the block as support if you need. On the exhale, hinging forward at the hips. It's okay if you don't come very far forward at all. Just honoring your edge, honoring where your body is at today. Let's slowly release from this side. When you get to the top, You could take a couple neck rolls, just releasing any residual tension in through the neck. And then leaning back onto the hands, allowing the knees to fall side to side. So the next targeted area is going to be the lower back and the quads and hips, so the front of the legs. So I'd like to give you two options. The first option is a supported bridge, and the second option is full saddle. So supported bridge is where we come down onto our backs, bringing our block with us. We bend the knees so the soles of the feet come in towards our bum. And then we take the block either on the lowest or mid height, and we place that at the very base of the spine. So we're actually looking to compress the spine, the lower spine. And then by walking your legs out a little bit longer, we can get an opening through the quads and the hip flexors. This is option one. This is wonderful. For some of you that have been practicing with me for a while, if you would prefer full saddle, so you would come onto your shins, and you might, depending on your bones, you might have your feet roll out and your bottom come right onto the earth. And you could just lean back and stay here. Or you might come all the way down onto the earth. Just being very mindful of your knees. Remembering that you can come out of these shapes at any time. Now let's release from here. If you are in supported bridge, walking the feet back in, lifting your pelvis up, and just gently removing the block to the side, allowing the hips to slowly lower. If you're in saddle, coming up onto your elbows, then your hands, shifting the weight of your hips over to one side, and then coming all the way down onto your back. And as we hang out here in this rebound, just noticing how the lower back feels, how the legs feel. And we'll bend our knees, using the hands to guide the knees in towards the chest. You can give the legs a little bit of a squeeze, rocking side to side, massaging the lower back. We'll move into a twisted roots, bringing the soles of the feet back down onto the earth, shifting the weight of the hips to the right. Your arms could come out into a T. You can take that top right leg and wrap it around the bottom, and just let the knees fall to the left. If it's uncomfortable to have the legs wrapped, you could just let the right knee stack on top of the left. And with the help of your core, we'll unwind the spine and the legs, coming back to center, shifting the weight of the hips a little bit to the left, As we take our twisted roots, allow the knees to fall to the right. And so slow, we'll unwind. And making any final movements that your body is calling for before we come down to rest in our final shavasana. Just letting the legs and the arms splay out onto the earth. Allowing the body to feel heavy. Allowing the breath and the thoughts to slow down. please stay in shavasana for as long as you would like. It is such a pleasure and honor to share my love of yoga with you. I hope that you can bring some of this yin-yang energy into the rest of your day. I look forward to practicing with you soon. Namaste.